All right, hey, this is Dylan with East Tennessee Music on the Rise, and today I'm here with Jon Worthy and the BENDS.
What's up, everyone?
Oh yeah, I'm John.
I'm Eric.
Honestly.
I'm Matt.
Cody.
Awesome, guys. Well, you're here in Knoxville, Tennessee today. Why are you down here in this area?
We play at, we're on tour right now. We played Lexington, Kentucky last night at the Green Lantern, and tonight we're in Maryville at Barley's. But yeah, we actually played Open Chord last summer. It's a cool spot, and very appreciative that Open Chord, we just played their awesome, beautiful Taylor guitars and their Guild guitar, and
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of bass it was, but we played their
Taylor.
bass and their cajon. So thank you, Open Chord, for letting us play it.
Thank you.
Nice vinyl.
And yeah, so we're just on tour right now, and here and talking to you guys.
Awesome. So I know you did the acoustic set for us. You normally don't play acoustic. It's
I've been playing a little more acoustic as of late. So the album we released last year, Something's Gotta Give, was kind of a total change of direction. So prior we were more like alternative rock, and then this 2019 album was more like indie folk acoustic. We had some violin on there, we had some cello, xylophone, lots of piano, and a lot of harmonies. So it was a total change up in sound. And but yeah, our live show for the most part is like high energy rock, and try and get people moving and grooving.
Are your live shows moving more towards that direction, or are they still staying in the rock?
It just depends on the settings. Like last night was a kind of like a punk dive bar, so we played pretty high rock. Yeah. But yeah, we've played acoustic shows. Eric and I have played just duo acoustic shows before. I play a lot of solo acoustic shows, and sometimes we'll play like laid back. You know, I just have an acoustic guitar and light drumming, and it just depends on the setting. So we can pretty much play anywhere, but I'd say 80% of the shows, yeah, we're rocking out.
So that was your last album. Was that the 411 where you recorded that?
That was at Studio 4915.
Okay.
4115, sorry. Yeah, in East Nashville.
Okay, cool.
That was really cool. We got 12 songs in 24 hours.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
And yeah, it was an exhausting weekend, but we cut the whole album in 2 days.
Cool. And who produced?
Handmade Productions.
Okay.
They're just two guys that they do video, they do music production. They're really talented guys, and it was really cool working with them. And the studio's beautiful. It's an old house converted into a studio, and they also mixed it, and it came out really cool. And I think it caught the vibe of all the songs, and yeah, super proud of it.
You mentioned it had a violin in it.
Yeah.
Do you ever play out with violin?
No, we haven't. It was my friend Peyton played on it, and I haven't been able to get her to a show, but we're hoping one of these Nashville shows we have coming up, hopefully get her out.
Awesome. So is everyone here, I know you're from Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And everyone else from Tennessee in this area, or just kind of?
Just kind of scattered around. I'm
Yeah.
from Iowa originally.
Iowa, but
I'm from Arizona.
I'm from South Carolina.
okay, so this is
That's a pretty typical answer
Yeah.
from a Nashville band.
Nobody's actually from Nashville,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think.
I don't even live in Nashville.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, what brought you here to Nashville? Music? Or?
Yeah, so I grew up in Pittsburgh, and then I went to Penn State, and I just got really into songwriting. I found myself with a lot of time on my hands in college, and I just started writing a lot of songs, and fell super in love with guitar again, and eventually started a band in college, and we played out, at the local bars at Penn State. And then the singer from that band and myself moved to Nashville 6 years ago.
Cool.
And we were in a band together for 4 years. And during that time, I started my own side project, Jon Worthy, and just it's gradually, gotten busier and busier. And now it's played 121 shows last year, and
nice.
it's going to be around that same number this year. So
cool. So the name Jon Worthy. Well, I guess you don't really have much say in that.
Yeah.
But where did the BENDS come from?
Literally, we were a little, I guess you would say, intoxicated in our friend's house, and we were just throwing around stupid band names, and that was the one that stuck.
I feel that's probably the most.
Yeah, no real meaning behind it, no deep meaning. But I think we threw around names for an entire night, and Jon Worthy and the BENDS, for whatever reason, stuck. I think it has a nice ring to it. So.
Yeah. 2015, was that sort of the start?
Yeah,
of
that's
the
what I saw. It all started with a 6-song EP And so I released that, and then I started playing, some shows scattered around town. And then 2016, I released May You Live Happily Ever After, which is a full-length album. And then 2018, we worked with Lincoln Parrish of Cage the Elephant. He produced it.
That's cool.
Played on half the songs. And it was amazing getting to work with him. And he has a beautiful home studio in Nashville. And so that album, Only a Dream, came out in 2018. And then around that time, that's when like the touring really started to pick up. And then last year it was just nonstop touring, and then the release of Something's Gotta Give. And we're currently working on a ton of music right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Earlier we were just talking, saying you're going to start playing some festivals.
Yeah.
Have you played festivals?
Yeah, we
before in the
played
past?
we played a handful last year. We played the River Rat Festival in small town Ohio. Gallipolis, I think is how they say it. That was really cool. We played the Rhythm Brew Art and Music Festival in Cincinnati. That was really cool. And then my favorite one last year was Music Fest in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It's the largest free music festival in the country, and they get bands from all over. And they have big headliners like Train, Lady Antebellum played, and then they have a lot of cool. We played a big stage, but just a lot of unknown, emerging artists, and we had an awesome time. The crowd was super receptive, and they're having us back. We're going to play back-to-back nights this year in August.
Do you like playing festivals better than
I think
sort of regular?
I think for our style of music, we're playing the instruments, and it's our song, it's our music that we're writing. Festivals is just a place where everyone is there to find music, to listen to new music, and that's where you tend to get the best reception. And people that are most interested in it.
Yeah, it definitely has a different vibe to it. Everyone's sort of, I feel like you go out to a concert and a lot of people, they bring their
Date
friends
or whatever,
their dates, but like when it's at, like pretty much everyone there just loves music.
Right.
It does. Or
at a bar, like
you can feel
everyone's talking in between songs. You can hear them, laughing, and
yeah.
it's not the best setting. But at a festival, it's like, this is
cool.
This is awesome. We're here.
So, which festivals are you playing coming up this year?
We just got asked to play. Eric's from Greenville, South Carolina. We just got asked to play the Artisphere Festival in Greenville, so that will be really cool. We're playing the Boone River Valley Festival in Iowa, so that will be quite a drive. But we're playing that, and then we're doing the back-to-back nights at Music Fest, and then we're going out to Oklahoma and Texas in about a month. So we're going to do like a 7-show run and hopefully get some South by Southwest shows there.
Cool. Do y'all have like a bus van?
Yeah,
thing?
green van.
The green,
right there.
awesome. Is it so? Y'all pretty much just live together at the
on
when
tour.
you're on the
I mean,
road.
we all have houses in Nashville and stuff, but on the road it's pretty intimate. And
what do you do to pass the time when you're just going down the road?
Cuddle.
Cuddle.
A lot of cuddle.
Who's the best cuddler?
we talk a lot.
I'd like to think
Eric's
I'm a
pretty
pretty good cuddler.
Pretty good. It's got a pink blanket.
I do.
Security blanket. You gotta have.
Yeah, we play music, talk about music. We're just like, when we came here today, we just played guitar and
Jammed out.
Yeah, jammed out for an hour.
Y'all ever just kind of stop at like just things to do, like go-karting, random putt-putt,
We'll go to, we did an 11-show run last summer, and we stopped at parks a lot, and like, I like to work out, so we did I did pull-ups and stuff on the monkey bars.
Cool.
Just to get a little workout in, and then get our own space. Like we'd all go our own separate ways at the park just to kind of clear our heads, and we always try and eat together. And
The Mexican restaurants.
yeah, I love Mexican food.
Oh,
So.
nice.
But only if they have free chips and salsa.
Cody
That's a
has,
scam. If
Cody
they
has
all,
seen me
man.
walk into many Mexican restaurants that charge for chips and salsa and walk right back out.
Yeah,
It's against my moral principles.
Not afraid of it.
So, what's the worst part of being out on the road? It seems like you're out quite a bit. You said 150?
121 shows
121
last year.
shows.
Yeah. Man, I love every part of it. It's a grind. Like it's rough on the body for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like last weekend in Alabama, I slept on a floor back-to-back nights, and I just woke up like my back was killing me.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I'm still pretty young, so I got over it pretty quick. But it's just a grind, and we're booking our own shows, and you never truly know what you're getting yourself into as far as like how many people are going to be at the show.
Oh yeah.
So, and you don't know if you're going to make. A lot of times, there's no guarantee as far as money, so you don't really.
A volatile industry.
Yeah. So you just hope to make gas money back and play the best show you can and meet people. That's the most important thing. Networking, developing relationships with people in each city, building that fan base.
Sweet. I know you had played here about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And I was sort of looking at the lineup. That was more of I would say kind of some of the heavier rock here in Knoxville.
Yeah. That
So
was one of the shows we didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into as much. But I feel like we know the scene a little better.
Okay.
That we could pair ourselves with bands that are more similar to us.
I was curious when I looked your music up online because it doesn't sound. It's a little more soft, I would say.
Okay.
So I was just I didn't know if it was maybe harder.
I mean, yeah, live it's definitely
couple-
like high
Okay.
energy rock and roll. And,
Cool.
Yeah.
There's a pretty big range, to be honest.
Yeah, like you probably heard the most popular songs on Spotify are the more indie acoustic
Yeah,
album.
okay.
That's probably what you're referring to, and then got a lot of alternative songs
Sweet.
and we just released a song 2 weeks ago called Shake Shake, and there's a really cool story behind that. We were on tour last summer in Jersey City, New Jersey. We had just played 8 shows in 8 nights, and we still had 2 more to go on the tour. And we hadn't showered in like 3 days. It's 1 in the morning. We just finished this show, and this random guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey man, I really dig your sound. I work at this bar sometimes. Tonight I was off, but I just happened to catch your show. I have a studio 10 minutes down the road. Whenever bands from out of town, I ask them to come to my studio and record a song. So would you like to come record at my studio?" And this is, again, 1 in the morning. We're exhausted after 8 nights of being on the road. We hadn't showered. Just felt disgusting, but we're like, hell, screw it. We might as well go record a song. So we follow this guy, random guy back. We talked for like 5 minutes, exchanged addresses and numbers. Follow this guy back. Get in the studio. It's a tiny little studio. I had just written this song 2 weeks prior. The band had never even heard it. So we spent 30 minutes, I was playing the song and they each wrote their own part. And we recorded the song in an hour, and right away you could just tell it sounded locked in and great. And that ended up being Shake Shake, and we released it 2 weeks ago.
Okay, cool.
So, and that's kind of more of like an indie pop rock alternative vibe. One of my favorite parts about being on the road is the random people that we do meet and the relationships we develop. So that one, we just met this random guy. He happened to own a studio and record us all for free, mixed it. And then a couple months later, we were in Louisville, Kentucky playing a show. Same type of story. Random guy comes up to me and goes, "Hey man, I really dug that show. I do music videos, and I live in Columbus, Ohio. I'm just here for the weekend hanging out in Louisville. If you ever make your way down to Columbus, hit me up. We'll work something out." So I reached back out to him, and we set a date, and I drove down to Columbus, Ohio one weekend by myself, and we cut the music video for Shake Shake
Cool.
in 2 days. So it was just like, it was cool how it came full circle. We met the guy in Jersey, he cut the song, met a guy in Louisville, he did the music video.
Okay, cool.
So all just, being out on the road, developing relationships, and you just never know what you're going to get yourself into. And that's why I like playing so many shows, is you just meet so many cool people and develop all these unique stories and relationships.
What's your songwriting process? Do you just come to you? Do you have to really think about it?
It depends. I think the most recent song I wrote, we were in Alabama 3 weeks ago, and Eric had just told me how he woke up late or something. I looked at his hair, obviously it's blue, and I was like, "I woke up late, dyed my hair blue." And that was the start of the song. And I just finished that one. But a lot of the time it's me sitting on my bed with my acoustic guitar, just, finding something that sounds cool to me. Other times we'll be jamming, and I'll just have a cool chord progression that comes along, and I'll take that back and build on it. But it's always like I'll write the song, the chords, and the lyrics, the melody, or whatever, and then these guys write their own parts as far as like guitar, bass, drums, and then we restructure the song, to get it ready to record, and yeah.
Cool. And so you play guitar, right?
Yes.
Is that your main instrument, or?
Yeah, that's my main
Cool.
instrument.
Awesome. And same with bass.
Same with bass.
Same with drums.
Yeah, I mean, I play guitar and keys as well, but
Cool. Do y'all have any of your own solo stuff you do out, or no? Cool. So from Pennsylvania, you went to Penn State. Did you study music at Penn State?
No, I didn't. I fortunately used my degree to pay for all this stuff, to fund my dream. But no, I didn't go to music school. I think a lot of people in Nashville obviously just move there to chase the dream. A lot of them end up being like waiters and waitresses and bartenders and stuff. But I've been lucky to find something that helps me like not only support myself but fund, all the recording, music videos, touring, super expensive.
Oh, cool.
Gas, and van repairs. And
Is it hard to balance that with music?
yeah, I mean it's exhausting. Like I feel like I work at least 2 full-time jobs, probably more. Doing all the booking and management and all that type of stuff. But I love it. So this doesn't feel as much like a job as my other job does. But
do you want to transition fully into music?
yeah, I'd love to if I could make enough money.
Heck yeah.
It's not easy though. But yeah, that's the goal. It's a 15-year plan, hopefully.
Sweet. Well, you say you working 2 full-time jobs. I mean, obviously booking is it takes a lot of work. I see some of the booking we do here at Open Chord. It's crazy, and I know even here, just preparing for the interview, you were on your computer, sort of working on a video and stuff. It's I don't think people realize how much real work goes into.
It's not just showing
music.
up at the venue and playing. It's
Yeah.
reaching out to bands, getting them to play with you in their city, and it's a lot of work for sure. But I love it. So.
But worth it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Every time I'm up on stage, it's worth it. So.
Cool. Like, what's your main goal for the band in the next, say, 5 years?
I don't necessarily think about it like that. I just keep trying to write good songs and keep playing cool shows and building, relationships and fan bases. And I don't necessarily have like a level I need to get to. I just want to keep building upon momentum and keep gaining traction. And Eric and we just recorded 6 new songs in Alabama on Muscle Shoals, more acoustic songs, and we're going to release those. And then we also just recorded 5 new full band songs that are more like indie pop rock songs, and so just a ton of new music coming out this year, and we're going to probably just release them all as singles and then maybe package them as an album, towards the end of 2020.
Cool.
But yeah, lots of new music coming out this year, folks, so be on the lookout.
Sweet. If you had one favorite song you had to pick, what would it be?
Of ours that we play?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And someone else's.
I think it's going to be a new one that we just recorded called I Don't Care What You Say. We played it for the first time live last night.
And we're going to play it for the second
it's
time
only going to get better each time. But I think that one's going to be a lot of fun. Never Lie to You is how we typically close. We just played that acoustic. It's typically how we close our set, and that always gets wild. A song called Hot Bitch is a crowd pleaser for sure. We go pretty wild on that one. Like a 2-minute guitar solo at the end.
Oh, nice.
Those are probably my favorites. I don't know about you guys.
I like Taking My Time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one. I really like, let's see, what's that 6/8 one?
Drive Me Insane.
Drive Me Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I like Never Lie to You. There's also this song off of Something's Gotta Give called To Love. I've been pushing him to play it more. I think it's a severely underrated
It's
song.
never been performed live.
Oh.
Ooh.
We'll change that tonight. How about?
Yeah.
I'd have to
I'm
go
using
learn how to
this.
play it again.
I'm using this
And learn the
interview as a
lyrics.
platform to publicly tell him he needs to play that song more.
Pressure's on. Sweet. So you said everyone writes their own parts, essentially.
Yeah.
You just sort of leave it open and
Yeah,
kind
I
of see
mean,
what happens.
Yeah, it's like a democratic process of like,
Cool.
okay, that sounds cool, or maybe try this. And
With that, I mean, everyone has their own influence with bands. So
Yeah.
when, whose drumming do you really look to, or what band do you kind of get inspired off of?
Personally, I think my favorite drummer of all time is the dude from the Jimi Hendrix Experience,
Mitch
Mitchell.
Mitch Mitchell.
Yeah, I think just his style,
Experience.
the blend of jazz and psychedelic rock was always a big influence on me when I was drumming. So
Cool. And what about with bass?
I really don't know. I feel like there's certain moods that different parts of the music kind of brings up. I'm like, oh, that kind of reminds me of this, and then just kind of link back to that. So typically, I'm a big metal guy. So,
Metal guy?
Yeah, that doesn't really apply here.
Doesn't
though.
really come out in it.
Usually.
Usually. Well, what's your favorite band? You have anyone you like?
I mean, my favorite band of all time is Pearl Jam. Their songwriting definitely influenced me a lot, like when I started writing songs. And then recently, I love Cage the Elephant, so it was really cool getting to work with Lincoln Parrish. The Districts out of Philly, they're one of my favorite bands. Xavier Rudd, he's an Australian singer-songwriter. I think you could definitely see some correlation between his music and the last album we did from 2019. There's a band called the Current Joys. It's like indie pop punk. I really like his angst and his lyrics and the way his songs build. So those are probably my main influences right now, those current bands. So check us out at Jon Worthy Music on Instagram, Facebook, and we're on Spotify, YouTube, and JonWorthyTheBends.com.
Sweet guys, well, thanks for joining me today, and thanks for tuning in to On the Rise. See you next time.
We're Jon Worthy and the Bends from Nashville, Tennessee, and we're at Open Core Music right now with East Tennessee Music Group. And we're going to play a song off our 2019 album, Something's Gotta Give, and this song is called One More Day. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Honey,